make the particle core geolocator, finish it up. Yesterday I got caught on some API issues, so today I'm trying a different API location. Hopefully that works out better. And I've done a little bit more with the stream itself. I got myself a green screen, got all that going. Okay, so as a quick recap, this is the worsting setup. Let's switch this over just so I can watch what everyone's seeing. This is the worsting stuff. I talked with, I believe his name is Mike, the guy that made this. Was it Mike? It was Matt. Talked with Matt at Particle because he did a presentation yesterday, so that was kind of fun. And this is what I started off with. What I did was I added a few extra things like these functions to get these things going. Now what I want to do is switch this out so that it has a different string. I don't need it to be JSON, it's going to be a GET request. Yeah, I did look at the 0 daily limit. I figured it out and I was able to convert the project to have a daily limit of 100. 100 is still pretty low, and I talked with Google. See, I signed up for a thing that told me what it was going, or told me what it would take to get a higher than 100 limit, and licenses start at about $10,000. So that's not exactly what I'm looking for, being an independent developer making one thing. But I found this particular thing. This is what I'm going to do today, is the way the Prey project does their Wi-Fi location. So hopefully it works out and it won't need that limit or something like that. Okay, so what I need to do, let's see if I can open up the Prey project one right here. Here's what Prey project looks like. This is a bash client. It's got this URL and it's got a full request. It's doing a GET query right here, and it creates the query right here with this stuff. It looks like a lot of gibberish to me, but I've seen what it's supposed to look like in the end, so it's not too bad. Yeah, the whole 10,000 thing. I'm trying to make a geolocator for 20 bucks and not more. That kind of takes that out of my price window. Okay, so yeah, I'll make it a little bigger. So what we want to do is the MAC address is right here. Let's the way I found it needed to be was to remove the semicolons and make those that way. So there's the first step. Let's first make sure that everything's working properly. Okay, so we're starting clean. Okay, so there's that. What we need to do now is fashion the URL we're sending up to our server. And that is in post network scan. Now instead of the string body like this, we want to have let's see. Should we make the URL better? Let's see. That's just the BSS ID, so that's fine. What we need to find is where we're saving that. Let's see, when we're adding it to message queue. So we'll do this. We need to update message queue to have a different network string right here. I'm just going to save that just because. Maybe it'll go back to JSON sometime. Now what we want this to look like ordering ice cream and pot stickers from Amazon Prime. Oh, Amazon Prime Now. That thing. That's pretty cool. What we need it to look like is we want and Wi-Fi. We want it to say and Wi-Fi equals Mac. And Wi-Fi equals Mac. Like that. Mac. And we do a pipe, and then we need it to say SSID, and we need SS. Signal strength and SSID. SSID looks like that. So we've got Mac, and we've got strength. Now, do we have that ID? I'm sure we do. Thanks. Okay, so the SSID, where is that saved? We've got a result, we've got a scanner, we get the name. I think that's the name. Name. Oops. Name plus this and this. And signal strength is this. Alright, so here's strength, like so. So now we've got a new string, just like that. That's how a string's supposed to look. Got name, max strength, mac name strength. Then it pushes it back into that. Okay, so that one's set up that way. When we get a new result, now we post the network scan here. Now, instead of this stuff, I'm going to make it do this. String body is equal to but it's not the body. We can name it something else. We can name it the query. Query. So let's just go ahead and put this like so. And then we can add that to that there. So instead of that, we're going to do replace that too. Okay, request path is equal to query. Now, we're not actually putting that there. So this might be where we do want it. Okay, why don't we just make the query for the Google API, but put it in the body of the way down. Request body is equal to query. That should be just fine. Okay, now we're going to make a string. String query is equal to, this is what we want to add to our URL. So we want to do just like they do here. The query is going to look like that. The query, we'll just start it out with nothing, and then for, just like is going on up here, I is equal to message queue size I++. If I is not equal to 0. No, we don't even need to do that. We can just combine it. Query plus equal message queue I, because we're not separating them by commas, because it starts out with an ampersand, so we're just fine without it. Double check how I'm looking. Maybe I can get that. Close enough. Okay. Okay, so it's adding it to the queue. We're making a big query, and it sends it up like so. That's got all the ands and all that. So verify it, make sure. I need to get rid of the search, because if the search is in the way, then I can't see the results. Alright, so we've got the query, we've got all that. We need to send it up to our server. HTTP. For some reason I added the message queue clear before I posted yesterday. I guess it was just so that there's no asynchronous issues. Request, response, headers. Okay. The headers, it is not JSON. Oh, there's my cat. Content type x www URL encoded. Come on, kitty. Say hi. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Here's the cat. Wave. Good break. It's a very relaxed cat. Yeah. You have enough attention now? Stop yowling. Okay. Cat also really likes to play around in the green screen, so it might fall off. That's not exactly the right way. Let me look up. Stop. Content type URL encoded. That's what it looks like. It looks like this. Application xwww.form URL encoded. That might not work. I'm going to have to see what it looks like. Or I could just wrap it in JSON. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm more comfortable putting it in JSON. Just make it a JSON string. So let's just ditch this, bring that back, make it JSON, because JSON's pretty great. So I'm going to stay with the JSON. Okay, so we've just got a giant string. We're going to make the body of the post a string that is actual JSON, which just means going like this. We need to name it something like query, which works great. Let's see. Get that going. Query plus equals, and then we close then we close brackets, and then that's it. Now it is JSON. Verify it, because sometimes I forget semicolons. Looks good. Okay. Now here is that. Actually, this is the next spot. Okay, here is my server. My server's not too much. It's just a node server. It took me like 10 minutes to create using Express. I added this post here. Let's make sure I'm sending this to the right spot. The URI right here. Okay, the path does go to Geo because we're posting to Geo, because that goes right here. Now, we don't have access points. Query. I want to keep my old. I've got versioning, so let's do query. Let's do this just to make sure I do it properly. Equal rec body query. Done. We've got the query. Now I've changed this already. Query. Oh, we've got a couple things we want to add in all the time, and it's going to look like this. There we go. Browser true, sensor true, query. We post that. We don't need to post anymore. This is part of the old way. This is now a get. Which I'm pretty sure that request is happy to do a get without actually saying get, but I like to know exactly what it does. Request post, error response body, console.log, error response body, because why not? Then we get the we'll just make it a 200 just because it works. I could do more specific status codes, like if there's an error I should throw an error back again, but I think that it's fine. So we've got the new URL. We don't need access points, that might kill it. Let's get rid of this now. We can do this just because, just to see what we're getting. Double check you guys. Cool. And I think that's good. And this is how we send a key. We just use the client we got up here, and then add it to locator, do location, latitude, and longitude. And I don't know if it works, so let's find out. This should flash just fine. Maybe. I might have to reset this because it's supposed to flash magenta, but it's not. So I'm going to figure out how to reset it. This is the reset button. Yeah, for some reason it takes me a few tries to get the firmware going on Windows. So that's just doing its own thing right now. Yeah, it's not supposed to act like that. Alright, so it's just flashing blue, which I don't think is what it's supposed to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my particle app on my phone and try to set it up again. Yeah, it's supposed to be flashing magenta, and that's when it catches it. The problem with that is, oh goodness, I have to go back to the old app to get it going. Yeah, so it's only flashing blue. I might as well just hold the reset button. Okay, so this is... Yeah, so it's only flashing blue right now. Magenta is basically purple. I might have to just set it up again. If I hold the reset button for a long time, maybe it'll fix it. Let's see, am I able to find it connecting to Wi-Fi? Nope. Nope. None of those. I think I'm telling it my Wi-Fi information right now. Let's see if that can... Yeah, it's just flashing blue right now, so maybe we can go to this and figure out what that means. I've got a core. Nope, that is not my Wi-Fi password. It's close though. Okay, so once it starts, it should begin blinking blue. And that's a link for some reason. Oh, look at that. I can see what that looks like. So this is blinking blue. If it is not blinking blue, hold down the mode button. I can hold down the mode button anyway. nothing will change. Okay, so it is blinking blue. Alright, so let's see. It's listening for Wi-Fi credentials. Oh, I think I remember this one having an issue. So I can set this up through the... Okay, I can set this up, but I have to use my laptop. Okay, so that's not happy. Actually, okay, yeah. My laptop's over here. So for some reason, my particle core got removed from the Wi-Fi, so I need to teach it the Wi-Fi again. And to do that, I'm just going to go over here. I can use the command line to particle setup, maybe. Setup. Oh, not a different account. Yes, use that one. Yes, scan for nearby Wi-Fi networks. Okay, particle setup is doing it. Cell spot. Yes. It is not beef burrito supreme. Done. Okay. Wait for it while it's breathing cyan. Ah, it just turned orange and then died. That's not good. Nope. Not centered in the frame. Okay, we now have a dead core. Tap the reset button. It's going green. Ugh, that is not good. It said when it goes orange or not showing, it might not have enough power. It has had enough power before. Let's plug this into a different USB, see if that works. Green. Ah, it goes orange again and then dies. Why? See, this is what is happening. Not blinking all. This turns a dull orange. Might not be getting enough power. Change my power source or USB cable. Yeah, it's weird that it's been just fine with all of those ports right up until right now. orange again. Okay. I need to figure out where to power this now. Yep, it's powered by USB. I've got a shield that has a power thing that might work. It's powering the hamster tracker right now, but if the hamster's asleep, then it's not detecting anything right now. So maybe I should check that. Okay. Give me 2 minutes. I'll figure out what's going on. Yep, I had a hamster tracker. Let me send a link. The link is www.boldit.com hamster. Okay, so here's the tracker. This is a particle photon, and it has a shield, and this is a Grove starter kit shield. It makes it really easy to attach sensors. This is a magnet sensor. This is a temperature sensor. And that website shows, look at that, it just got a location back. Fancy that. So does that mean it's working? Looks like it is. Let's see. Let's send our updated data to Heroku. Sync that. Stop. I need to stop this. I think that if it's still doing my old one, it needs to. It's still sending to the old API, which means that it's using my 100 API call per day limit. So I don't want it to have a new one every second, because that would be sad. Yep, there it goes. You alright, cat? Alright, so I need to have a git shell. Why doesn't this have that? Let's get another one. Okay. Git. Okay, Git's here. Okay. cd documents GitHub cd Wi-Fi git status git push origin master. Okay. Git push Roku master. Good. I can push it to Roku at least. Okay. So we've got that Heroku up. Okay, I killed the power on this. Leave that out of the way. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Get that going. Green, yellow, blue, orange. Is it good enough to flash it? It says it's flashing it. Oh, goodness. It's trying, it's attempting. Taking longer than usual. Maybe I can... it failed. So now it's sending everything, and it is getting a location. Location. Which means it should be sending stuff to Keen. So let's figure out if it's working on Keen. Now, what it looks like, let's see, let's get rid of... We don't care about... Let's see. We need to go to this one. We want to get rid of the response, because that's the one that's huge. The body is good enough, though. There we go. Got a new change. Tell it no response in log. And we can deploy that to Heroku. Alright, checking Keen. Let me make sure I don't have any sensitive information visible. Okay, it looks like it's not getting any data sent to Keen yet. I do play Super Hexagon. That's a really good game. I really like it. And I have made a few games that take inspiration from Super Hexagon. Like I've made an infinite runner called Spheroid Cyclone, which is... It has a little different feel to it. It's three-dimensional, and it's a ball rolling around inside a tube rather than a triangle avoiding incoming shapes. So it's a little backwards. But I also made a game called Hyper Tiles, which is a two-dimensional tapping game. It's more like piano tiles. It plays more like piano tiles, but it looks a lot like Super Hexagon. I'm not that good. I think that I've only beaten the first level, so I'm stuck on harder. But someone who's really good is Latch, who plays Super Hexagon at the end of every one of his streams, and he starts streaming in about 15 minutes. He plays every day at 9 o'clock, or he streams every day at 9 o'clock Pacific. Get that, push that up. Okay, let's see what it's looking like. Yeah, so I've got data. Data's showing up. Let's see, so what I see from here is that it's not getting this far because we never see this console log. So it looks like, here's what the body looks like. It says accuracy this, it has location this. Am I not parsing it? Am I not JSON parsing it? That might be the problem. That's really good. I have not gotten my skill that far on Super Hexagon, but I really like the way that it looks, and I like the gameplay. I follow the creator. He's pretty interesting. Okay, so is this having a hard time sending data up? Let's reset it, see if that starts sending stuff. We're close. We just need to get this particular, you get this thing going. It was sending data, but I don't see it updating this anymore. Alright, it's starting to send data. Accuracy, location. Okay, so we've got an accuracy, we've got a location, we've got a new line in here, so that means that it is not really, it is all just a string. See how it's wrapped in single quotes. Okay, so we need to parse with JSON. Oh, I'm not sure. Let's request Node.js. Node.js request this. Looks like that. JSON. Let's see what it says about JSON. That is creating JSON. We want to receive JSON. Okay, like that. Let's make that happen. We've got a response. I'm not good at creating names, so let's just call it parse body. There. Then we, instead of checking the body, we do that. Data. That should be it. Let's commit that. Let's push it up. Let's get it going. JSON parse. How are we doing on time? I got 10 minutes. All right, so it's going up. Oh, right. Yeah, that other vine that I made. I remember. I know what you're talking about now. Okay, so that's that. Got it up. Now, it was sending data. Now, what I'm concerned about is when we post it to Geo, what I'm not seeing is query. This is what the query is looking like. It's looking like nothing. Okay. So I'm a little bit off on the Keen IO setup. Maybe I can ask the Keen people. Let's see how this goes. Code snippet, just because that makes things look proper. About to get the response. And I've got 5 minutes to get this going. Wait for it. We're getting this fixed right now. As soon as he... Okay. Let's just... Looks like that. Okay. Well, while we're talking, let's get this added. Can't sync it. We need to get... not that one. Come on. This one. Push it to Roku. It's looking up. We're basically out of time. How's anyone looking? Send to Keen initiated. We get it initiated. Query is undefined. It's less good. Basically out of time. Just got more info. This will set something up. Almost every property value is invalid. Syndicate initiated. It's not liking it. I don't think I can. Up. Query is undefined, which is not good. Giving me a location back, which is probably the location of the ISP. Syndicate initiated. Ha. see how it does a bunch at once and then stops for a while? It's because it scans all of it and then it waits 30 seconds. So what I need it to do is collect all of them and then send all of it. Right now the query's a little bit off anyway, so I'll need to fix that. It looks like I'm missing something on this one. What happened? Why did it give up? Oh, I need to commit it before it'll work. Better coordinate array. Okay. Go now. Okay, it's deploying. Now, we should look at this one to figure out what the deal is. Message queue looks like that. And when we post it, got the query like this. Get the close quote. And we kept the JSON header, right? Yep. Oh, did we not set it as the body? That's probably what the problem is. Oh, we got it set as the body. It's set as a post. I wonder what the issue is. Host name, port, path. Okay, so that's all up. This is good. Let's get the logs going again. Check out what Keen's saying. Alright. We got it up. Oh. I need to catch a bus in a few minutes. Alright. We have created data. Let's refresh this. Alright, here's what it looks like. We have data right here. Like so. Alright. So it works. For the most part. Yeah. All in all, here's what happened. We've got this thing. This uses this code here to find the networks that are nearby it, and then it collects that data, it sends it to my Heroku server, which is this right here, which uses Google Maps API to get a location out of that right here. When it has a location, it sends it to Keen right here, which collects the data here. Now what I can do with this, right now it's only showing this, but that's the same service that created my hamster tracker, so it can do the map thing as well. It can do map stuff as well and make it look nice. So that will be another little bit of work, but that is working. So that means I can carry this around with me, just the small part, or put it in my car, connect it to a USB, and hide it somewhere. And this will send location data whenever it can out to Keen, and then I can look at Keen, see where the last place that it showed my car is. And that's how it works. So it's great. So I'm going to close up. I can switch over to my camera, because why not? Alright, so that's that. Thanks for watching. It's been nice hanging out with you guys. Tomorrow I'm going to hack Quiplash. It'll be pretty fun. I'm going to change the files around, see if it works. I'm going to try to make Cards Against Humanity prompts for Quiplash. So it'll be pretty fun. I am looking forward to this particular one. Yeah, you can track my car.